Welcome to Easy English at Home YouTube channel. Today, I'm gonna teach you how to talk about experiences. Let's start with the word experience. What does it mean? Experience is the knowledge you get from doing a job or seeing something, feeling something. So all in all, it's the knowledge we receive. The knowledge from doing something. The knowledge you get from doing something. Okay, so we have our friend Alex here and he wants to talk about his experiences. I've got 3 questions for him. Let's ask. Alex, have you ever eaten sushi? He says, yes, I have. Oh, he continues. I have eaten sushi several times. So several times means many times. Okay. Next question. Have you ever been to a Chinese restaurant? Have you? No? Oh, no, I haven't. Okay, but he would like to go. So he says, I have always wanted to go to one. Okay, so he has always wanted to go to a Chinese restaurant. Tell us, has your wife ever cooked Mexican food? No. Okay. No, she hasn't. Okay. She has, say it again, never cooked Mexican food. I see. That's all right, Alex. Thanks for sharing. Now, let's have a look at the questions and his answers in more detail to understand the grammar. When we talk about experiences, we use present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. And in these sentences, you can see there is a new auxiliary for us. Yes, we use have and has, right? And look at the verb. We have a different form of the verb here, past participle form of the verb. So let's have a look. Let's write one positive sentence here to go over the details. We can say, for a positive sentence, I have eaten sushi, yes, several times. Several times. When did I eat the sushi? We don't know, right? It doesn't matter. So here, when you're talking about your experiences, time doesn't matter. You look at the fact, you look at the action, you see what happened, not the time. Okay, so that's why we talk about experiences with present perfect tense. Okay, so if you have I, it goes with have. If you have a different subject, he, she, it goes with has. So let's come up with a chart here. I, we, you, they go with what? Have. And he, she, it go with has. All right, what comes next? We have the verb. Look, we have eaten, we have wanted, been, cooked. So here we use the past participle form of the verb, verb 3. We also can say past participle. Okay? Remember the verb, let's say here we have want. Want, wanted. And the past participle form is the same, wanted. He has, let's say, again, verb 3, eaten, okay? Eat, ate, eaten. Cook, cooked, cooked, right? So, that's how we form positive sentences. What about negative ones? Here we have an example. No, she hasn't, right? So we say he, she, it hasn't, what? She hasn't cooked Mexican food. So when you come up with a negative sentence, nothing else changes. The verb is still past participle. right? Don't change it. It is in the third form. Right, what about a question? When you ask a question, the auxiliary changes its position. You start with it. So, if your subject is I, we, you, they, you start with have. If your subject is he, she, it, you start with has. What comes next? The subject. Have you, have I. Okay? Then you continue. The verb stays the same. When talking about experiences, we use the word ever and never very often. What do they mean? Ever means at any time, and you usually use it in questions. Ever goes with questions. So, here is an example. Have you ever been abroad? Yes, it means at any time in your life. Have you ever been abroad? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Okay, let's have a look at the example for never. As you ask a question, you ask with ever again. Have you ever traveled to a different country? Okay, let's give a negative answer this time. Let's say no. Oh, sorry, I should write it over here. No, I haven't. You can continue. No, I haven't been to a different country, if you like. Right. Instead of saying haven't, you can as well say never. And never means not at all, right? So, I have never been to a different country. When you use the word never, you don't negate the sentence. You don't use not, because never has a negative meaning itself, right? So, never goes with answers when you mean something negative. Ever goes with questions, and when you want to say at any time in your life. Let's have a look at the verbs and their forms in present perfect tense again, right? Remember, some verbs are regular and some others are irregular, right? In questions or in positive sentences or in negative sentences, we always use the past participle form of the verb. So here we have regular verbs, and over this end we have irregular ones. Irregular verbs. How do they change when you want to talk about their past participle form? Travel, regular ones actually, take an ed just like the past form. So it's the same. Cook, cooked. Travel, traveled. Okay. Try, tried. Save, saved. So there is a d, ed, ed, and there is an extra l, remember, and ed. So if it's regular, it's the same as the past form. If your verb is irregular, then it changes completely. You need to memorize those ones. Eat, remember the past form is ate. The past participle, the third form, would be eaten. So you can say, have you ever eaten sushi? Be, yes, the past form is was or were. The past participle form is been. So, have you ever been to Paris? See, saw. And the past participle form is seen. Have you ever seen an elephant? Buy, both. Yes. Wear, worn. Meet, changes and it becomes met. Have, had. There are more verbs to memorize, of course, but start with these ones, all right? Let's talk about experiences a little more. I've written down 5 questions. They are incomplete. So step 1 is to complete the questions. Then we will talk about them. Have you ever, what is the past participle form of this verb? Been. Have you ever been? Have you ever been to a fashion show? Yes. Have you? No, I haven't. I would love to. No, I haven't. What about you? Number 2. Have you ever, what is the past participle form of this verb? Had. Okay. Have you ever had an argument with your boyfriend or girlfriend about clothes? Have you? Okay, yes, I have. Next question. When was that? When? 5 years ago? 5 years ago. So, in this question, when I asked for a detail and I wanted to know the time, I said, when was that? And I said it in past tense. But in the first question, because I'm talking about an experience and there is no timeline, we don't say was or did. Keep that in mind. Have you ever, ruin means to spoil, yes? So have you ever ruined clothes in a washing machine? Have you? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Once. What did you ruin? I ruined a sweater. Okay, I ruined a sweater, yes. Have you ever, what is the past participle form for this? Have you ever met? Have you ever met someone wearing exactly like you? It's a funny situation. Have you? No, I haven't. No, I have never had such a situation. Have you ever, what is the past participle form of this? Have you ever both? Yes? Have you ever bought something and never worn it? Yes, I have. Many times. Yes, I have. What about you? Let's have a look at today's keywords and phrases. We learned how to talk about experiences. Experience is the knowledge you get from doing a job or from doing something or seeing it or feeling it. We learned how to use present perfect tense talking about experiences. Let's have a look at the structure. If you start a sentence with I-V-U day, the auxiliary is have. So you can say, I have been to London. You always have to use the past participle form of the verb. If you have he, she, it, then the auxiliary is has. He has been to London. If you want to negate it, you need to say hasn't. For I-V-U day, it is haven't. If you want to form a question, you say, have you been to? Have you ever been to Paris? Has he ever been to Paris? We learned the word ever means at any time, and you always have to use it in questions. Have you ever eaten sushi? We also learned how to use never. It means not at all. And when you use never, you don't negate the sentence because never has a negative meaning. I have never eaten sushi. Thank you for watching. You can find the practice files for this lesson on the link in description. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye!